Hello everyone, I'm Alexander. In this ultimate guide we will cover MySQL2. Better, faster, more secured, upgraded MySQL. So let's start. MySQL2 is the most popular open source relational SQL database management system. MySQL2 is fast, easy to use and broadly used by many small and big businesses. MySQL2 against MySQL. MySQL2 is mostly API compatible with MySQL and supports all the features of MySQL with some upgrades, what makes him unique. And MySQL2 is faster, has better performance, has prepared statements and lots more you see here. So also the newest performance benchmarks rates Node.js and poor MySQL coming very low for performance, and Node.js and MySQL2 very high and super fast in performance. So in the first part of the video we will cover standard MySQL2 queries, and in the second part of the video we will take a look at prepared statements and so more. So stay tuned and let's start. You will need XAMPP server. Here is XAMPP. You download it here. Here is for Windows. Here is for Linux. I have Windows. I have already installed it, so I won't do it twice. And we will need MySQL2 module. This one, MySQL2 module. So let's start by I will opening Visual Studio. I will open the folder project 9. Okay, select folder. Okay, that's it. New file. I will create app.js. App.js. And now initialize the package with npm init, this one. So it is package name, its version, its description is working with MySQL2. Okay, app.js, yes, author Alexander, license, yes. Okay, so that's it. And now we will take a look at this one. So we first need to install this module, MySQL2. So write npm install MySQL2. Okay, and wait for it. While it is downloading, we will take a look at how to use it. This is history and why MySQL2, and here describes why it is better than ordinary MySQL, poor MySQL. Okay, and here is quick start. So we require it and we use this. For the start we will use this. Okay. And just with one modification we will change this and we will create our database by doing this. Let SQL is equal to, and now we will use the free school address SQL, so and find creating database, create DB. First create database and put database name. Okay, so just this, and here comes database name. Our database name will be Node database. Let it be. Okay, and now we will write the next thing, connection.query. This is the way you execute the query. And now error result, it is arrow function, and if is error, throw error, else console.log result. Okay, or no result, we will console log database created. Okay, just it. And write node app database create, and we will live preview it in the PHP MyAdmin. You can see it by going localhost. If you have, of course, XAMPP server, you write PHP MyAdmin and you will come here and you see node database, this one. Okay, so and now we have the base. This is now our base. We now just need to change this SQL and put the other command. So when we have database, now we need table, because every database has table. Every relational database has table. So again, we will take a look at the free school and SQL create table. And here we put table name and all these arguments. So just this. Okay, so create table, we put here, our table will be customers table, customers. Okay, and here is our variables. So name varchar, this, and also it will have address varchar also, the same. Okay, and the game again, table created. That's it. Because we have base, we just changed the arguments and we got new result. So and execute it. Error, it has error, so we need to see no database selected. Aha, okay, we need to put here database when we have created. Okay, yes, small mistake. Database is here, node database. Can we copy it? Yes, and it must be in this. Okay, that's it, we now have database. So, and if we run this again, node app, yes, table created, and live preview, yes, it has customers table, and we now can put the data into that table. So we will use insert now. Insert into customers. Again, there comes columns, and here are the values. Here will go customer name. So let's call that customer John. Okay, John. Just this. And address will be Grove Street. Okay, John from Grove Street. And when it is inserted, we will write data added. Okay, and now let's run node app data added. So if we open node database, we see customers table, and take a look, John from Grove Street. Yes, and now again we have the same base, because we have saved the base. This is our base now, and we now just change the parameters. It's now a lot easier. Now we can select this data from database. Take a look at again from with free school. Select query, very select query. Select queries here. Okay. Select all from table name. Just this. So we select it this way and write table name. Table name is customers. So customers. And again we can now print out result and see what's behind the scene. Node app. Yes, here is our John from Grove Street. Yes, and the next thing we can do is we can do delete this row. So delete from customers where address is equal to Grove Street, just to see how it is spelled, and Grove Street. Okay, capital S Street. Okay, and now we can write here deleted from DB. Node app, delete from DB, and here this should be empty now. Yes, it is empty. So that's it for the first part of the video. The second part of the video will be prepare statements. This is what this MySQL2 is about actually. This is true power of MySQL2. So what are MySQL2 prepare statements? You see by this picture. While programmers are using SQL queries to connect with databases, hackers join the party using SQL injections. To prevent this problem, prepare statements were introduced. This is now how it works. First, a query without variables is passed to the database. Now database response got prepared statement waiting for variables. The second step is we are now sending that variables to the database. And now when database has that variables, database then at the end can execute that query. So it needed to separately collect query and variables. You will see it because we are now coming to the second part of the tutorial. So let's start and dive deep in it. So now instead of .connection.query, we are now writing the connection.execute. It is changed now, and we will insert into customers table name and address values. Again, we are putting here values, and here is actual change. There is this sign. You will see now. And now we are putting here let's say now Mark from London Street. Okay, and it has this. Okay, so let's explain it. So we are now passing this variable separately from this query. This is the query, these are the variables you see on the picture. We are sending the query without variables. We are doing just that. First we are sending the query without variables, and on the second part of as the second argument are the variables. These are the variables. They are sent separately to the database, and at the end database executes that, all of that, and continues its work. So now we are doing the same thing. If error, throw error, and console.log result. So let's see now. Node app, and it is affected. So let's see. It should have Mark from London Street. Yes, here is Mark from London Street. Okay. Now we are going to the second example. Now we will use select statement. To select, again we have base. This is the base. Now for select, we will take a look at the free schools. Select all from and table name just. Select all from customers. Okay, customers, and where name is equal to, and again this sign. Again, because this is the query, variables come here. And now mark is the variable, and variable needs to be on the second part of the function. And again console log result. And let's see what we got. Node app, nothing. This is the bug, possibly. Name mark, okay, that's it. I have found the mistake. I have put here this, guys. It needs to be without this. Okay, so so let's now move to the last part of the tutorial, promise API. So we will delete all of this and come to the last part of the tutorial, that's promise API. Here, this is connection rules. This is what we need now. Science function and promise API. We will copy and paste it here, and got it. Okay. So first we are requiring getting the client and making connection. The same, just database needs to be node database. Node database. Okay. And again selecting all from customers. Again, where name is equal to this sign, and here we will put mark. Okay. And console.log, and yes, instead of this I will put result. Easier result. And let's test by executing main function. That's it. Okay, and here is our row, name mark from London Street. Okay, and we have the time to do one more example, again with insert. Let's use insert. again insert, 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 insert it. Here is. So insert into table name and values. So again the same. Oops. So insert into customers, so here comes the variables name and address, and values are, again, let's say George. Just this needs to be this when we are working this. Variables, again, it needs to be this. Okay, and here needs to be George, and George is from New Belgrade, let's say New Belgrade. Okay, and console log result. Node app and affected rows 1, and let's live preview it. That's it, we have George from New Belgrade. Okay guys, I hope this video has helped you, and stay tuned for new videos, and see you soon.